Now, we notice here, the next one we'll want to find soils that are maybe similar to this. You know, maybe you know, our farm is in here somewhere. It's up here, and we've had really good crops from this, and we're ready to expand because we've been so successful, and so we're looking for more LSRS rated 2T type of soil, right? So that's going to be our next challenge, is to see if there's any 2T soil within our area here, or anywhere else in the province, so that we can maybe expand our holdings, right? So so we'll just close this for now, and that goes away. And so we're going to do a query of the soils database, and this only works for the soils layer, so only this layer, none of the other layers. It only works for the soils layer. And we have many different ways to do a query. We can add to a query, we can remove from a query, we can subset from a query, we can clear our query, and once we've done the query, we can zoom to the full extent of the results there, right? So that we can get a good idea of how many results. For IT-related reasons, if your query returns more than 500 polygons, it will be truncated at 500 polygons. So you may not get everything that's there because maybe your query is too broad, and you may have to refine it. Okay, so that's kind of the step one. Again, there's okay, so we actually do have help on this one. So there's a little help menu on what to do, and that was this blue question mark here. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to add to a query, right? And there's many ways that we can add to a query. We can select by a point. So just by, if we click on a point, we can click, and all of a sudden we've selected this one, right? Now if we want to remove that one, and we can remove it, right? If say we've got a pipeline, or we need to do a profile from here to here, click here, double click here. Okay, and so now this is getting beyond our area, so we want to see the full extent of this, so we just zoom out a bit, and what it does is it moves the query in relation, so we can see sort of regionally what we're looking at, eh? Okay, so we'll just maybe clear that, and we'll zoom in again. They got really good connectivity here. Boy, oh boy. Okay, and this same thing for these other ones. You can draw a box, you can draw a circle. We're going to show you how to do buffers, so you can query with a buffer if you need to, or a freestyle polygon. So if you have a development that doesn't follow any particular, that's just meets and bounds or whatever, then you can use this tool here to do just a polygon of sorts, right? No. Okay. But the one we're going to do here is we're going to query the attributes of the soil table itself, because we want to find LSRS values that were similar to what we had before, right? Which was that 2T type of attribute. So we go to LSRS, we can use the equal sign, and then I'm going to choose from, I think I'm going to, okay, these are 2, but I want a 2T because, I don't know, I just like 2T. So we're just going to go down till we find a 2T here. There's one. And then we're going to hit the go button. Oh, and we've got a couple of hits. So we're just going to zoom to all the hits here. And so these are other polygons within the area of this one here. So we're just going to add the original one to it, right? Anyways, and that's basically all I wanted to show you is that the attributes for selected things within the AGRASID polygons are available for selection, right? So that's all I wanted to show you with finding more soils.
So you could do a series name?
Yeah, you can do a series name. Now, this is great, but then you still got to copy down information here, right? So that's kind of not helpful. So to make it more fun for people, we're going to export these out to a comma delimited text file using the import and export tool here. Okay, and we're going to export, so we click on the export radio button here, and we're going to export a selection because we've done a selection, and then we have choices of whether we can do it to CSV, to KML. KML is a Google Earth spatial features, so you can export a KML file that you can use straight in Google Earth, and it'll show those polygons and all the attributes with them there. There's also a shapefile format, and the shapefile gets exported as an entire shapefile layer enclosed within a zip file, a WinZip file. So you just have to unzip the file, and you can use it in any of your Esri software or ArcGIS Explorer or anything like that, right? But for just simplicity, we're just going to do the CSV, comma delimited text file as our choice, and we'll just pull up the attributes in a spreadsheet. So we've done our selections. We're going to do our export here. We hit the export button, and hopefully this works. It asks us for a location to save it, so you can zoom, or you can navigate around. I'm going to go to my C drive, and I've got a work directory and a Speiss directory, and I'm just going to plop my soil information .csv in there, but I could rename it to soil information test, or let's do 2T maybe. Yep. Okay, and so we'll just save that. Should be saved. So now I'm just going to minimize, and we're going to see if that file got created in the C directory work in Speiss. So soil information 2T, there it is, eh? And it's so those are the attributes for the two polygons that we found. So we can see that, let's see, I'm looking for the polynum. Okay, so there are three soil series associated with this polygon, and then there are two soil series related to the other polygon. And these are all the different attributes. So you have your LSRS, you have the hectares of the polygon, the eco-district that it belongs to, the drainage characteristics for those soil series, the ecological, the national ecological framework that they belong to, the series type, and the polynum. So what you can do with this file is that if you downloaded AGRASID 3 from the and actually 4 from the website, you could use this table as a way of querying further information from AGRASID as well. So Any questions about that? Okay. I'll take that as a no. Okay. So not only can we query things, we can have a look at stuff too. So if we open that window again, and it's still churning away here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down and restart. And we'll start from there, because that's looks like it was getting hung up a bit. And we'll go back to the bookmark that okay, and then we'll just select a couple of polygons, because there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so say you didn't want to export things, you just wanted to look things up on the screen. So you could, if you have multiple polygons, you can use this link at the bottom, report on selected, and then for each different polygon it has a link to it, and you can zoom to the actual polygon, and what it does is it centers it. And then if you need more information in layman's terms, you can do that as well, right? And or for this one, if we went to that one, we just scroll down to the next one. We'll scroll down quite a few, and we'll click on that one, and it'll show for that one. And again, the information is a little different here.